And what's going on, you bastards, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So this ain't gonna be a normal video that we got going on. It kind of is, but it isn't at the same time. We're gonna be using this Angel Goku on a 200% team. But while that's going on, we're gonna be talking about Akira Toriyama and his unfortunate passing. So this is the team we're going to use, just a bunch of different Gokus on here, and we're just going to be talking about some stuff. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but it looks like nobody else has this the Kai Goku as a friend lead. I guess we could check for Yamcha and whatnot. Yeah, it looks like Yamcha can work. I honestly don't really know where to begin with this. Dragon Ball has just been such a cornerstone in my my life. I mean, I'm in my 30s right now, and Dragon Ball is still probably one of my favorite things ever. Back in my childhood, I would, it'd be Dragon Ball, which of course we found on Toonami. It was like Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, just like such a awesome lineup. But also Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh were just insanely I was obsessed with that stuff as a kid. And some of my earliest memories of actually, did I see Dragon Ball Z before actual Dragon Ball? It's possible. All right, so looking at this Goku, you can't actually link level him up. So he gets stuck at link level 1s and all that. He has Z fighters, all in the family, in-fighter, Kamehameha, and experienced fighters. He's on a lot of categories right there. But this event is weird, right? So this unit in particular, is a rare from an event. Then it's tech. Then it goes to AGL. Then it goes back to tech. It goes Super Saiyan. And then it goes Super Saiyan 3. It's such an interesting unit. Is that gonna kill us? I hope it doesn't kill us, right? So we got 3 out of 5 links available right here. This could, not gonna lie, so we're just gonna use an item right here. I don't even know if that would be enough, honestly. If he supers us, it is what it is. But, yeah, I just remember at nighttime, just whatever was on cable television, because, back in the day, you couldn't watch stuff on demand. You'd have to wait for the weekly episode and hope you just didn't miss it. I was a young kid. I was, in my, like around 10 or something. I was pretty young. So sometimes I'd miss episodes, be upset. But what was really annoying about, TV back, so we're at, was that like 16,000? Okay, we're taking 13K. Or is that 160? I'm not really paying attention. But because you'd be watching some episodes like on Namek and whatever, and then waiting for the other episodes to air. It would go back into like the Saiyan saga or like to the beginning of the show, and you're just like, man, what the hell? So that's just some BS that we had to deal with back in the day. Like some of my, I don't know, like earliest memories also would be just Goku, of course, turning Super Saiyan, which I think even to this day is one of my favorite scenes just ever. It was so insane, and he pretty much only made the Super Saiyan transformation to make drawing of the manga easier, because filling in Goku's black hair every panel was tiresome, and it just took a lot of extra time. So they just made his hair pretty much white in the manga panels, and you know it's blonde, but it was just easier on him, and it paid off dividends. I don't know, like, anybody that I talk to who doesn't know what a Super Saiyan is. You know, it's just it's just crazy. We're gonna keep this Goku on rotation because we can see all the different transformations going on here. I'm looking at it right now, 23.9K. We do have type advantage, but you know, we're just gonna pop a little bit of this. We just want to make sure he's not gonna, you know, kick the bucket. I don't know, man. Very rarely. Oh yeah. Also, before I get into that, one of the other best scenes, Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. I remember, and just like, I think I missed a few episodes from when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2, and then when I watched it again, because you know, as a kid, you can't just tell your parents, just like, I'm watching this, like, get away from me. You know, they're just like, oh yeah, you little shit. But it was yeah, I missed it, and then I came back to where Gohan kills Cell, and I was like, God. But watching that, my jaw dropped. I'm just like, this is insane. This is so cool. And then again, even though it was a little long-winded, Goku going Super Saiyan 3 was pretty amazing, and I like how in Z that Goku, you know, you can tell Goku grew up a little bit, even though in the Majin Buu saga you can kind of say that the writing was a little goofy, but I mean, it is what it is. This man created such an amazing legacy that, like, he kind of mainstreamed anime, I want to say. You know, because even back when I was a kid, you watched anime, you're considered, like, a weird kid, you know? Yeah, we hopped right back in because I'm just going to be talking a little bit about this. You know, you were considered a weird kid, and I felt like I didn't fit in really anywhere in school. You know, I had a few close friends, and we did, like, all the same stuff, but it was just like, you know, that's what we had to bond over was, you know, Dragon Ball or Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and stuff like that. So, you know, it became an important foundation for my childhood and all that. Just playing the Dragon Ball games, like, I'd say Budokai 3 and Budokai Tenkaichi 2 were probably my favorite Dragon Ball games growing up. It's just, you know, this guy paved the way for, you know, and inspired so many other, you know, artists to go out and create some of their legendary anime as well. So you can tell, you know, that says a lot about the character, you know, him as a person, to where, you know, you could just be that influential, you know, like, not even on purpose, honestly. You know, he was just doing his job and all that, and you know, it's just crazy. And the community, even though people do get into some stupid arguments, you know, like the Dokkan community on Twitter, everyone's putting this, the Angel Goku as their, like, the profile, unit. And, I actually had to farm him up because I didn't have it, so I had to farm him up a little bit. It was just, I like how we have all Gokus here and just Yamcha here. Just all in all, just I don't know what I'd be doing if it wasn't for Dragon Ball, because I have so many, like, figures, posters, art. It's just like, you know, I'd get a little obsessed over some other anime for a little bit, but I always find myself coming back to Dragon Ball. You know, even playing Dokkan, a little bit of Legends. I was about to start playing Fusion Warriors too, like the card game. It's just, I don't know, man. I you know, clothing. Just the guy. I forgot to use an item. We survived. Hallelujah. It's just a real shame that his passing had occurred, and I mean, he's his family and all that stuff. I'm sure they knew. I'm sure he knew that, like, he inspired so many people. Even you see other people inspired by his art, just, you know, recreating in their own image, you know, Dragon Ball and all that stuff. And it's like, just imagine how proud you must feel about that you inspired so many people with your art. And you know, something that you've worked on for what, over 30 years and whatnot. Like, Dragon Ball is just so damn old that you know, it's been around for a long time. And unfortunately, I was one of the people who didn't want Dragon Ball to come back, you know, with the Battle of Gods movie and all that stuff, because I knew how things were going. Like, you could kind of see the trends of, you know, they were just trying to bring stuff back for merchandise to sell things and all that. I wanted, like, Dragon Ball ended on a good note, and I didn't want that. Like, I didn't want Dragon Ball to be milked. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it had its runtime, and it was fine. But you know, the Battle of Gods movie, just seeing new Dragon Ball content as an adult, I you know, you felt like a kid again. It was just like, oh my god, this is amazing to see. It's like, you know, it's Goku again. New Goku, not like rewatch stuff that you see on YouTube a million times. It's new material. And then you had the resurrection of F movie, which was also, you know, very well done. Well, it was a good movie. It was nice and fresh. But when Dragon Ball Super was actually announced, because both of those were like Dragon Ball Z, I believe, like Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. I guess we'll just load in this guy. I'm just yapping away. LP Yapocalypse. But them reanimating the Battle of Gods saga, and then the Resurrection F, it looked rough, and I was just like, oh crap, like, here we go. Like, they just, it's soulless now. They just brought it back to sell merchandise. Like, it was what I thought it was. But then we progressed through it. The Future Saga was fantastic. I love that. I think that's what really got me into it. I'm just like, all right, you know, Dragon Ball Super is actually really good. And then you had the Tournament of Power, which just had so much, you could pretty much call it fan service, I guess, but not like, you know, the usual fan service, I guess. To where the callbacks, like Master Roshi being a badass again, and, you know, seeing the old faces, you know, just, you know, how, like Goku's allies were, a lot of them were enemies at one point, just fighting beside him. And you also had, like, Frieza, too. You know, it was crazy. Because, you know, back in the day, it was Goku and Frieza, you know, with these animations, locked into a death battle on Namek for 5 minutes, you know? It's, I don't know. This man left behind a legacy. I feel that Dragon Ball is still going to be around for a very long time. It's like, if there's a Hall of Fame for, you know, the anime and all that stuff, there's not any, no anime, you know, no work more deserving than well, we're gonna miss the super attack. Oh well. Than Dragon Ball. Like, it's such a foundation for all current anime and whatnots. But I mean, I'm gonna stop rambling. I guess that's all I got to say. I could go on for a while, but I mean, we're already at 15 minutes. Let me know your thoughts down below. What you guys think? You know, rest in peace to the man, the legend, Akira Toriyama. I saw a comment saying he's training in the other world, like he's starting to train in the other world. Hopefully he's cooking up something spicy in the other world. But anyway, bastards, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.